Have a conversation real quick. Juanica's the camera, sit there, let's start like a brief introduction. It's recording, right?
Yeah, it's recording.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man.
Let's go,
Demon
let's go.
TV. Pancho was good
Yes,
player.
Pancho, baby.
We always
Good,
start
baby.
off by dapping up and saying Demon TV. First time we back on the set.
Demon Low.
Demon Low. Pancho, man. Shit.
Love that.
Thank you for sitting down with us, bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. This is my first official interview, you know, like as an artist. So I'm glad I found you. I'm glad to be found.
Hell yeah.
And blessings, man. All day blessings to you
That's
guys,
what's
man.
up.
Yeah, it's a freaking cool ass way that we found this guy, man. Actually, where we at right now, Pancho?
Well, we're at my job, man. I can't really
No,
disclose the
but
location.
city and state, bro.
Oh, this
City
is
and
Paterson,
state.
Paterson, New Jersey.
baby.
All
Yeah.
day I've been here.
Undisclosed location.
Yeah, definitely private location. Yeah, I've been in Paterson, born and raised in Paterson all my life. I think I did 2 years in Texas, but I came right back to Paterson when I was like 6 or 7. But I've been in Paterson for years, man, to the good and the bad. You know, my city, I love my city, man, but there's a lot of negative energy out there, man, that keeps brothers and sisters locked up, and it's not the way to go, man. Too much talent out there to be wasted, you know, getting arrested and doing time, and you know what I mean.
Wow, that's a strong statement, bro.
Yeah, we got superstars in Paterson, man, and I'll be the first one to say that, bro.
That's
you know,
a
we got
fact.
superstars in Paterson, and you know, I know boxers that took off. I know basketball players that took off, football players that took off. You know, but you know, the thing is, when you take off, man, you gotta keep on flying, brother. And some people just, you know, settle for less or be comfortable where they at. But nah, man, you know, it's all about reaching, bro. Tom Cruise don't stop, bro. So if Tom Cruise don't stop, and he's been making movies since the '80s.
Exactly.
Nobody should be stopping, man.
It's
You know,
limitless.
Yes,
That's
sir.
strong.
Like
That's
Swiss Beats, man. What he says is it's not limit. There's no limit to the sky. It's just the view.
The view, exactly, yeah.
You know,
The
something
view
along
you
those
have.
lines. You know, I apologize if I don't say it exactly the way he said it. You know, but shout out to Swiss, man.
Hell yeah,
That's
shout out to
official.
Swiss, man. Yo, that was a strong opening, man. Like, that's a big statement. Paterson is a beautiful place. There's a lot of talent out here. We from New York originally, and we landed out here to the neighboring town of Passaic, and all we know is the talent that comes from Paterson. Everybody in Passaic, when we were growing up, wanted to emulate the people from Paterson. Paterson is a stronghold in culture, and it has a lot of diversity, which exactly fits the profile for diversity is my everything, which is a great fit for Pancho over here. And it's a funny way that we actually got to link with each other. I was doing segments for Black History Month in February, and Pancho, you reached out and said, hey, I want to nominate somebody. It was like near the last few days of February, and it was kind of late, but you said, I still want to nominate my boy. And that was...
That's Cortez Robinson. He has a store, a thrift store in the East Orange called the House of Bav, B-A-V. And great guy. You know, him and his wife running the thrift store. He's also an artist that put me on. He was the first artist that believed in me. You know, well, not the first artist, but that's the first curator that believed in me, that put me in the show up in Freehold, New Jersey. So,
Wow.
you know, I caught the bug and I kept on doing it. And I've been doing it since I've been 5 years old. And I graduated in 1995 from Rosa Parks High School in Paterson. So I pretty much took a 20-year break. Then
20-year hiatus.
20 years, and you know, just working, trying to feed my family, bro. And then I see that it was a lane for me. You know, I started meeting other artists that was doing the same thing that I was doing, working in the morning and grinding at nighttime, trying to hustle their artwork and trying to get out there, man. So, hey, man, you know, if I could do it, you could do it. And there's you know, it's limited, man. Like I said, man, we're all talented, bro. So we got to use our talents to the fullest. We cannot stop and, you know, be comfortable. We can't be comfortable with our lives if we complain about it, man. So, you know, if you complain about your life, you complain about your situation, and you ain't doing nothing to it, and you ain't taking advantage of the people around you, or networking, bro, that's shame on you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shame on you, man. You gotta look at the blessings around you. You gotta, you know, get in contact with the people. Now, I'm not saying everybody around you is gonna be a blessing, but that's up to you to weed out the snakes in the grass, bro. You know what I'm saying? And,
Absolutely.
you know, keep it positive, man, because you know, positivity always, you know, it always works, man. You know, when you start getting blessed, you start seeing your blessings around you, you start following your dreams. There's no stop, man, you know, and there's people that are gonna be hating on you, even like you might be in your own family hating on you. But when you're making it and you're making, you know, making moves, they'll be the first one to be like, yeah, I believed in you, and yo, can I get 5 Gs? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, yeah.
It's always one of those, man. But
Yeah.
yo, you know, you was spreading love, and when we first met, you was trying to get your man's who got the shop House of Bob over there, and then at the same moment that you hit me up, we got hit up by the new our group Fake News. Now those guys, they popping out here in Jersey, they making a little buzz right now, and at the moment you recommended somebody, they recommended you. And I thought that was like the perfect turnover. Like it was a great fair exchange of talent and somebody's appreciation and support. And that's what we like. We over here to build a network, a community of people that show everybody what their talent is. And you know, we want everybody to say like, yo, this guy been out here putting some work in. So not to say you haven't been putting work in, you know, we know you do because we taking a looking around. But you say you took a 20-year hiatus, man. Talk to us about that.
Well, I was working at UPS for 18 years, and I was just, you know, working nighttime, and then I became a supervisor, and then I had a baby. Then you know, it was all about, you know, me trying to work and trying to put food on the table, man. But
provide for the family.
You know, but unfortunately, man, with a you know, like with a associate's degree, I couldn't even say a high school degree. I got a high school degree, you know. And anybody out there that, you know, didn't finish high school, man, you know, this is the time to do it. You know what I'm saying? This is the COVID got everybody open to different adventures, bro. So if you ain't never graduated high school, get your GED, you know, go to night school, do what you gotta do. You never go to college, this is the time to do it, man. Everything's remotely. You can get your associates. I recommend you to get your bachelor's, because if I would have had my bachelor's, I probably wouldn't be sitting here talking to you guys, you know what I mean? Because my life would probably be different right now. Because every job I ever had, that's the first question they ask for, is for a bachelor's or master's to start you at 70,000 or 90,000. So just to let you know about that part. So imagine I had to work 3 jobs when I started having kids. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the 20-year part of it, just grinding, trying to save money, trying to things, but everything is expensive, bro. Like, you know, it's like, you know, they say it takes a family to raise a village, you know, or it takes a village to raise a family. You know, that's what it is, man. Like, if you don't got help, you know, raising your kids, it either be your mother, your family members, or, you know, friends. It's hard, man. You know,
it's absolutely, man. I definitely relate, man. I got 3 kids of my own, and I definitely had to put them in the forefront in the last few recent years. And it takes everything out of me to even just sometimes show up to the set. But this is what we do, man. And I commend all the things that you do. You fit another profile here in Demon TV, and what we always talk about, great fathers out here.
Exactly.
We know a lot of dudes because there's a bad stigmatism on people like, oh,
especially,
you know, there's a lot of deadbeats
no father figure, you know.
We've seen it. You know, I myself have been victim. We have all these issues, but at the same time, there's a lot of great dudes out here, especially from our neighborhood. So we definitely want to highlight things like that.
Yeah,
so
I grew up without my real father.
That's awesome,
so my stepfather snatched me up when I was 5.
Respect.
And then, you know,
he stepped up.
Yeah, but he's married my mother, and then that marriage didn't work out, but he was always in my life. And he recently passed 2 years ago.
Wow.
You know, he retired in Chile, and he actually got pneumonia in Chile, and then actually ended up passing away from pneumonia. You know, because Chile gets so cold. You know what I'm saying? So, but my real father, you know what I'm saying, he's still out there, and it makes me, by me dealing with that situation in my life, no father figure, just a mother and my sister, you know, and trying to stay positive, you know what I mean, and there's a lot of demons out there, bro. You got friends that will lead you down the wrong path, and, you know, you got people that, you know, want to shoot you for no reason, and you got people that did something to you personally you won't even touch, you know what I'm saying, so it's, you know,
it could be an ugly world out there.
Yeah,
for sure.
man, definitely, man. And not everybody's, you know, not everybody's gangster. Not everybody have to be in the streets.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
What I mean? You can do everybody, like I said before, everyone got talents, bro. You know, you don't gotta do 20. You know, I know a dude that went to grammar school with me. Quick story. You know, went to grammar school. He used to get picked on, bullied. When he turned 16, all of a sudden he started carrying guns. He ended up shooting somebody for no reason. Like, yo, he told the dude straight up, yo, when I come back, this is my block. When I come back, I better not see you on my block. Came back around, he was there, shot him up. He's doing 18 years. He don't come home until like 2024. He got arrested in 98 or some shit.
God damn.
He threw his whole life for it.
Yeah,
So,
man. You know, but you know,
25 in.
yeah, man. So it's all about you know, trying to not to talk bad about her, but you know, it's all about choices in life,
no,
man. You
yeah,
know
and
what I'm
get the
saying? It's
right
an example.
perspective and put yourself in the right position to, you know what I mean,
Yeah,
move
man. There's a lot
forward.
of people.
You know who's that? What's that? Wallow. That dude. He's he been given a lot.
Yeah,
Game on
get
that
his
stuff. He
cousin,
did some
yeah.
time and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
what he said
yeah.
at 5 minutes.
5 minutes
You
could
don't
give
even
you
spend 5
your
minutes
whole
and
life.
25. You ready to
Yeah.
give your whole life away for
Yeah,
5 minutes?
Yeah.
And you know,
It's-
no dirt on nobody who did time, but you know, when you go to that situation, which I know is a messy situation, people don't tell me you get infections, or you know, you got people, you got girlfriends that leave you, or you
Yeah,
got family members
everything.
that pass away. Like one of my people's is, you know, his grandmother, almost all his grandparents passed away while he was locked up. He couldn't even go to the funeral. You know
Shit
what I'm
is
saying? So,
horrible.
you
Yeah,
know,
all the time you miss because you locked in the
yeah,
cage, you know what I
man.
mean?
You know what I mean? So shout out to anybody out there just trying to, you know, that's been locked up and still trying to grind and still trying to make
Exactly.
moves. That's
Doing
the way you
something
do it,
positive.
man. You don't want to waste your time, bro, because you don't want to waste your time more because you already wasted your time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, out here
Exactly.
we kind of expected those things. We kind of expected those fallouts and getting arrested and kind of getting those stains on your life because that's what they are, felons and felony records and those things. We all kind of accustomed to and we kind of get used to it and think we only have these options. There's other options, and with all this ugly out here, I think Pancho, you painting a little
Yeah.
bit brings a lot of beauty into
Oh,
this
thank
world,
you,
man.
man.
Word.
Thank you.
That's what I
You know
want
what
to
I'm
get
saying? We
into.
definitely want to make sure that we know that
Thank
too,
you,
man.
My paintings are always full of color. You know, shout out to all the graffiti artists out there. And I
Absolutely.
take all inspiration from you guys, and I love what you guys do. You know, I would never copy nobody, but at the same time, man, I take a lot of inspiration from the graffiti world, and you know, I really appreciate you guys. Like even the writers out there that that they do with this bomb. You know, man, it's nothing like and I understand. I'm not a graffiti artist. I'm an artist. You know, like
Yeah, that's
I'm
what
not.
we wanted to ask you, like as a more or less, like what type of, so you do everything, right?
Yeah, I do like I'm trying to touch on more abstract. I love graffiti, so I try to try
I
to
see a little graffiti up on the left to us.
Yeah, man, I try to do my part, man. It's all about trying to pay my homage to things. So if I do a lot of customs, a lot of customs paintings, like a lot of commissions that people reach out to me. So I do a lot of, RIPs, the people that passed away, and I try to put my little spin on it to make them feel like the person is still with them. You know what I'm saying? Like if I do your portrait of whoever that passed away in your family, like I try to bring that spirit to life in the painting and bless you with a piece that you can be proud to hang up in your living room. And look more later on down the line, I'm gonna try to try to do more abstract and more like folk art. I love those paintings that you go to Santo Domingo. They got like trees, the beaches, and the farmer working the field, like little paintings like that or big paintings like that, depending on how you do it, man. But that's just I love to capture the culture, and
Absolutely.
I love to capture all. I'm Colombian, but everybody, like I was talking to the man yesterday. I was telling him that we all Hispanic. We all come from Africa. We all come from kings and queens. So we should acknowledge ourselves, not just to be greedy on like I'm Colombian, I'm Puerto Rican, I'm 100% this, I'm 100% that. Nah, you're not 100% nothing.
No.
You're 100% mixed with different cultures that you don't even want to speak about. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's
you
so
know,
important.
Yeah,
man.
everybody has to embrace that,
We're in
you
this
know?
we're in this time right now where we I like the new generation, man, because they definitely acknowledging it a lot. I know I had a lot of fights with my elders and my grandparents and my mothers and father. Like my mother only one and father, and it's something that we're finally getting to see because we get to trace history. We got science to supply some of these facts, and also we learned that over here we learn certain things like in America that it's kind of like systematic, and it's like you need to kind of step away from that and see world history so you can learn yourself. And you mentioned something yesterday. I got the chance to step into your office yesterday. I wanted to say one thing about your life portraits. I saw that Fife dog piece, and
Okay.
that was, that's something that I saw definitely come to life. It was definitely, I saw something, and I appreciated it the moment I walked in, because I don't know many people that know Fife like that to give him a piece like that.
Yeah, that was actually my boy Kasim Munoz. He's another artist. He did that piece, and I actually he did that piece for when Pipe Dog passed away, and I did a tribute to Tribe Called Quest, out of
And out
mixed
of that
media.
piece.
No,
Oh,
out of my own piece. Like
okay, okay.
he took that piece off the. I think that was one of the last pieces that Pipe Dog took his pictures.
From his photos, yeah.
Yeah, so he took that and captured his eyes and everything. He still got the painting for sale, but what he did was he made copies and prints of it. He sells prints as well, like $20 piece. So you print for $25 or whatever. But that was the show I was talking about Cortez that who was in Freehold. You know what I mean? And
So you got inspired and you did this Tribe Called Quest joint.
yeah, mixed media is like mixed is when you combine photos and paint and whatever you want. You wood. You could do whatever and then seal it and then hang it up there. Like it's almost like a collage.
And that piece is clean, man.
Yeah, basically like this type, right? Vibe, right?
Yeah, this is also almost like a collage, but it's actually a New Jersey map that
Shout out to Jersey.
Yeah, that Jersey all day, man.
And we want to explain like your process because we had an interesting conversation yesterday about the process of when you do paint. Like you're not like average artists that take months and months. I mean, you can, but
Yeah, I take 7 days, man. I make a joke about it, man. Like I'm like the movie Ring. The 7 days. Somebody calls me. How long it take you to do that? I'll tell you 7 days. And I might even do like the girl voice. 7 days. 7 days just to do a piece, and and I do it on the strength because some people need this stuff fast. Some people, they want it now. It's like today, nowadays it's like the now era, they don't want to wait.
Supply and demand.
Nobody want to wait a month for something. Like nobody want to wait. Even like when not to sound crazy, but even when you date somebody, like you don't want to like
wait.
You don't want to wait for them. You know what I mean? You want to get to it. You want to get to it. Go try to see where the relationship goes fast and move in or whatever. So, yeah, man, like I take 7 days. My process is pretty much like, I take your, if it's a commission, I take your idea and I do a sketch. Either I do a sketch with drawing it, or I do a sketch by planning it with photos. Like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take this photo, then I will paint it. So I'll paint it. Whatever I put on, lay down on the paper, you agreed upon it, I'll paint it. You know what I'm saying? So there's different ways you can do stuff, man. Like you can do stuff. There's so many ways you can do stuff. I've done taking photos of people. I took a picture of Mike Tyson. I printed them out in Walgreens and then in a poster, and I cut them out like a stencil, and then I put it on the canvas and I sprayed it, and then I used the tracing from the silhouette, his eyebrows, his eyes, and I just started going in with the paint. You know what I'm saying? So there's so many levels of painting that you can do. Especially when somebody wants exactly a piece or how they want it,
Yeah, that's dope, man. I'm gonna have to hit you up. I want to hear that 7 days on the phone line too, bro. Because that's another thing. I'm guilty of that, man. I expect things fast because of the internet. Supply and demand kind of says if you can't do it, somebody else can, and they're offering it. So I think that's pretty fucking dope. 7 day joint.
And we wanted to know, like, if you have any artists or family members or even friends that inspired you into, getting into the art and to getting into this type of art.
Yeah, where's your inspiration from? What got you moving?
Well, when I was a kid, my mother she always told me she's always was sketching and stuff, and she was always telling me how to lay down a face. You know what I mean? And she used to draw in glass. Which she says she should do as a hobby. So, I got motivation from her. One of my cousins used to draw, like, that I kind of got inspired by. And then when I went to high school, I met so many artists in my high school. Kasim Munoz. I got another friend of mine named, Bernard Williams. He has a store up in Clifton called Media Plate. You can check that out as well. But I get inspired. I could tell you a list, man. You got Cortez Robinson, you got Slim Sully from his name is Slim Sully Art, from Newark, New Jersey. Steve Green, Joe Lopez, Genesis Tremaine, You know, Explore Freedom, another dope artist, man. You know, there's so many that like I might forget a couple. You got Bisa Butler, that she's a fabric artist. She does stuff in fabric. It looks like she does portraits in fabric. You know, like straight up like looks like quilts. And she, you know, beautiful work, man. And yeah, man, you know, I get inspired by them. You know, by them, they always doing something, and you know, or even you know, magicians too, man. You got this guy named Randy Hayes, and one of my boys, Newark as well. He got a band called Sunday Brave. You know, I get a, you know, you got Janessa from Newark. She's a beautiful singer. So it's not even about artists. You know, it's about artists. You know, it's not even about art. It's about music. You know what I mean? Any type of
that's the thing about when you paint, you get so much inspiration from other types of arts and lights and movies, everything. You know, that's the great thing about art.
It's the same thing. I think another thing that just like what drove us to do this kind of stuff. You know, we do art, we do music, we do designing, we do all kind of stuff like that. But we're not, let's say, painters or drawers. So, but we draw a lot of inspiration from you guys, and then we find a bridge and make that connect a lot. So it's a beautiful thing, the arts in general, you know.
Yeah, man, I could definitely, you know what I'm saying, I definitely get inspired by a lot of different people, a lot of different things, you know, and especially, you know, like I said before, man, you know, not, like I don't want to harp on it, but everybody got to embrace their talents, you know, but it's not about, you know, I told one time somebody asked me, oh, how's it like, you know, damn, I wish I could do it, he hit one of those. So I hit her with, I said, yo, you can do whatever you want to do, you know. It's all about choices in life, what you want to do. He goes, what you mean? Like, but how would I go about, you know what I'm saying? This is a dude that's like you know, just to give an example, you know, it might be a dude that likes to chill, like to dress up, like to go hang out, you know, that likes to drink, you know what I'm saying, likes to buy sneakers. I said, yo, instead of taking that sneaker money and buy sneakers, why don't you buy some art? You know, why don't you buy some canvases, some brushes, some paint? You know what I'm saying? Well, why don't you, you know, instead of buying that bottle, why don't you use that money to go to a museum? Why don't you go,
productive,
productive, you know, and read, you know what I'm saying? Research something. That's how you want to do. Like, I always wanted to open a store up, but I didn't know what store I would like to open up, you know. And then I said, damn, you know, it'd be kind of cool if I opened up like a spray paint store, you know what I mean? But Jersey, you know what I mean, it's cold over here, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you could get it, but it probably won't flourish. Like if I was in Florida, it might flourish, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we don't got a lot of spots.
Hot spot, California, you know what I'm saying? So it's all about how you want to maneuver, bro. Like, you know, I really, there's a lot of people in there that don't get a chance to do what they plan in life, what they expect to do, to get derailed. You know what I mean? And I don't want to leave this earth and my kids say, damn, my dad was so talented, but he didn't do nothing with it. He didn't even try. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather them to be like, yo, fuck it, he did it. You know, I'm gonna do it. You know, you know, he found a way. Why can't I find a way?
Exactly.
It's like you know, like I was telling you yesterday. Because you could be a rapper, and you could meet different people, but it's not just about being a rapper. It's about being an artist. It's about being a songwriter. It's about being, you know, maybe you want to do music videos. Maybe you want to go to the radio. Maybe you want to do, like, you know, Master Flex used to carry, you know, Chuck Chillout's crates. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And he says it pride. You know, he's proud that he did that. You know what I mean? A lot of people want to be nowadays. Nobody want to, you know, do, you know, like grind. Yeah. You know, they want to be. They want Puff Daddy money without being Puff Daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Without putting the work.
Yeah, putting the work. You don't realize this dude. You know, he didn't get paid for 2 years, almost 3. Would you work somewhere without getting paid for almost 3 years? You know what I'm saying? You gotta ask yourself that question, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You gave up a chunk of your life to make a life change.
Yeah, he dropped out of college.
Wow.
You know what I mean? To go intern for I think it was Andre Harrell. I think So, you know, and then, you know, can you imagine his mother, you know, like, there, you dropped out of college for real?
Yeah,
to go do this, to work for free? You know what I'm saying? She probably now, like, oh, you know, she probably proud of him. But at the moment, You know what I mean?
It's like apprehensive. In
Yeah,
a
like,
sense,
yo,
yeah.
what you mean you dropping out? What you mean you got work for free? What the fuck? What you mean? What up? Why you coming home 5 o'clock in the morning? Like, and you gotta be at the work the next day at 8? Like, yo, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people, you know, there's a lot of people who won't even support you, man. So you gotta support yourself, you know, first and foremost. Support yourself. Like, you look at me. I had this idea for years. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So for years about being dressed up, being disguised, promoting myself. You know what I'm saying? People are gonna be like, "Damn, what are you doing that for? That's stupid." You know what I mean? But to me, it's hot. You know what I mean?
It's marketing too.
To me, it's marketing. You know, you see me, you see my name, you see me at an art show. You see me in disguise because why not, bro? Why if I'm around a bunch of artists, what makes me better? What makes me stick out from them?
Yeah, you gotta be different and unique.
You know, I had a conversation last week with NDOT, and I said, as an artist myself, I've felt paralyzed by others' opinions and felt like, oh, I couldn't do this because it would be looked down on, or maybe corny or something, or maybe feel weird. And now I'm seeing other people kind of like break that shell. And because of that, I felt encouraged to say, hey, let's try something different.
Let's embrace it.
So like recently I did a track and then I found some dancers and I said, why don't y'all do a little dance to it? I ain't never done that before, but I've been seeing people do things like that and they're hip to that kind of thing. So we're trying to like connect dots. In the same way like with you coming out and wearing the mask, it's something that you say, fuck it, what you think, this is what I want to do. Like, it's like, hey man, I really don't want my face is not associated, I want you to associate with the art.
No, he's branding himself.
And then the marketing
like that
by
too.
this, it's just gonna skyrocket everything that you do because it makes sense with what you're doing.
Because even with the game, is oversaturated with
You got the confidence to do so. Anybody that steps out, when they come out different, besides wearing just shirt, pants, and sneakers, you're already gonna be looked at. So if you have the confidence to do so, I encourage anybody to do. You know.
Yeah, man. Why not, bro? You know, I got a. Could you just imagine? You know what I mean? Like I blow up. Let me just give you an example. I blow up, making money. I'm doing stuff about. I can't walk down the street without motherfuckers bombarding me or like trying to, you know what I'm saying, get at me or whatever, you know what I'm saying? If I'm looking like this and I got like, let's say I got 20 G's in my pocket or 10 G's in my pocket, you think somebody gonna really come up to me looking like this? You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I mean? Like,
not even that, you can have that and then take it off and now nobody knows. You can walk down the street, nobody know who you are.
Exactly. But, you know, my main objective is, getting my artwork out there. You know, anybody who needs a piece, get at me, Viva Pancho Art on Instagram, Facebook, you know, and, I'm going to try my best, man, I'm going to do my best to try to, put a smile on your face, man, because, it's all about customers, customers. Appreciation and your customer service,
You said something important yesterday. You deal with all customers from all sorts.
Yeah.
You're not limited to who your art goes to.
No, definitely
I think that's
not.
very, very important, man.
Definitely not, man. You got, it's funny, man, because I have a lot of I got a diverse taste, in the music and a lot of stuff, man. You'd be surprised if I tell you. I spent hours watching the Food Network channel, learning how to cook. You probably won't believe me, But that's what I've done before to try to if I was curious about something, I'd look at it. I watch a lot of documentaries on Netflix, just to hear somebody's story, their struggle, and try to embrace them and try to be like, oh, okay, it wasn't so easy, you know what I mean? Like I saw a documentary on Mr. Cartoon. A tattoo artist, man. I thought he was just a straight tattoo artist and he blew up. He said, nah, this dude was down with, I think Cypress Hill early, and then he learned how to tattoo late in the game.
Yep.
So, but yeah, man, it's all about, you gotta. They say you gotta speak it to let it come to life. You know what I'm saying? So
speak it into existence.
Yeah, speak it into existence, man. So, I don't.
They gotta talk about the second part though. You gotta make some action too.
Oh yeah, man. Like I always say, man.
Like we seeing you do.
Don't speak about it, be about it. You know what I'm saying? Don't like for example, somebody told me this a long time ago. When you're in a rocking chair, that shit go like this.
Yeah.
Don't live your life in a rocking chair. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I wish I could go to Florida. Damn, I wish I could go to California. Damn, I wish I could, do something with my life or do something with this. Yo, you in the rocket chair, B. Get your ass up from the rocket chair and fucking make it happen, bro.
Facts.
It won't happen tomorrow, but I bet you if you start building on it,
And keep
keep
persistent.
persistent. Yeah, man. Hey, bro, I'm talking about anything, bro. The girl that you always wanted, date. You know what I'm saying? A place you always wanted to go to. One of my peoples, he was like, this was like, no lie, 5 years ago. Homeboy goes, yeah, man, wish I could go to Colorado. Just chill on the ski slopes. Yo, tell me last week he was in Colorado on the ski slopes. But at the same time, dude, you telling me you had to wait 5 years for that shit to make it happen, B?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like, you should have been had to make that shit happen.
Facts.
You let your excuses, you let yourself get away of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't doubt yourself, man. Just think out the box, bro. Just because just because you're eating a bologna sandwich doesn't mean you can't be going to a fancy restaurant, or going somewhere that you gotta get dressed up, man. You gotta play the part too, man. Not everything can be street. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't be all like, yo, I'm gonna keep it real. I love fitteds. You know what I mean? I love fitteds. Well, back in the day, I used to love fitteds a lot. But shits get old, shits get dirty, I gotta throw them away. So what I started doing, I started buying more Kangol hats. Those shits, you can't wear them shits all the time.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with like that, bro. Like, you gotta do stuff that, especially dressing up, playing the part, talking to people, talking to everybody. Not about, oh, my friends from this, my friends from back in the day. You gotta talk to everybody. You gotta switch. You gotta be yourself, and then embrace everybody, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
You don't know who you can meet, who can inspire you, you inspire them.
Yeah, talking slang. I love talking slang, but it's like a handicap.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Sometimes,
saying?
yeah, because you're already filtered.
Yeah, exactly. But if I meet somebody else, I'm not talking slang.
Exactly.
So it's all about who you feel comfortable with to speak or how you speak about it. So if you don't,
Talking about that, not for nothing, just because we know the man behind the mask, I'm cracking up in my head because you dropping some real good jewels, and you got the mask on right now and the glasses, and I really hope people catch this. And I was listening a little bit more than I was yesterday, almost in a sense, which I'm almost shameful to say, but it's because you're already capturing me with what you're doing right now.
man, thank you, bro.
I think the effect is definitely working. You feel me?
thank you, man. Thank you, and and shout out to everybody out there that made it happen, bro. Like, I know a lot of people, man, that started, working, cutting hair in the basement of their house, and now they got barbershops. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Shout out to Dipset. These guys, freaking came together and made an impact on the hip hop community. You know what I'm saying? And the whole movement, and I just and I love watching them. I love hearing their music.
Right.
I love watching them on TV, on the movies. And that's what everyone should do, bro. Every hip hop artist should do movies, should do TV,
Yeah, venture off to everything.
venture
Don't
off
just stay
different
in one area.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Drink Champs as well, man. Love watching
Drink
those.
Champs.
I know, we see you.
And let me tell you something about Noriega. I want to say I met some rappers, right? Hip hop rap, hip hop artists. I met Noriega in club. I want to say Dramas, but it probably was another club. I met him in Jersey, should I say, right? So I walked up to him. I said, "Yo, what's up, man? Yo, what's going on, man?" Gave me a conversation, right? No bodyguards. Gave me a conversation.
Yeah.
He bought himself a drink. He bought a drink on the bar. I bought a drink. He bought a Corona. I bought a Corona. I toasted to him. I said, "Yo, man, thank you for, I talked about something about a new album, whatever. I cheers to, the Corona bottle to him. And I was like, yo, man, thank you, bro. Thank you for your time." He goes, no, thank you for your time, man. Pleasure meeting you.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, tell me that's the only hip-hop artist that did that to me, that took, it wasn't even like 2 hours, bro. It was like a five-minute conversation.
Right.
toasted
But it was
me.
real. It was the realest
real.
shit ever.
Yeah, the only, I've met hip hop artists, people that I follow, people that I've bought their albums. You know,
Yo,
the
shout out to
Bodyguards.
Nori, man.
Yeah,
Nori from Left Rack, man. I'm from Left Rack, and
good.
he's probably like one of a handful of role models that we had out there. Because
Yeah,
he
man.
always gave back and always came back and was always humble on his approach.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Matter of fact, I saw him online going to BB King's in New York back in the day, and he was he was there with his peoples. He was having a good time. He went to go see like an old school act. You know what I mean? But he was online outside. He didn't, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the bouncer was like, "Yo, why you going through the back?" He said, "Yeah, man. I'm going through the front, bro.
I'm
Like,
trying to see the show, yeah.
I'm trying to see the show." So, yeah, man, the only, bro,
That's dope.
only hip hop artist, and I met a couple. You know, I'm not even gonna,
Queen,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
we doing it.
I met a couple,
He
bro.
does. He
So,
gives opportunities to everybody. He just shows love. He's a real humble person, no matter how big he gets.
yeah, shout out to Nori and shout out. I never met EFN, but shout out to EFN
Yeah,
too.
shout
man.
out to the whole
Yeah, they
team
got a
of the
crazy,
Hazardous Sounds,
crazy
everybody.
dope thing going on with Drink Champs. They definitely gave us a lot back, a lot of stories. They touched up on. It was so much. It means so much to us. It's the culture that we come from.
Yeah, man. But speaking upon him, that's all you got to do. You got to, keep whatever ideas you have. You got to keep it, keep it moving, bro. Keep pushing. Try something that nobody else doing. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
So what you got coming up next? You have a few events coming up.
I got a show tomorrow. I mean tonight. I got a show tonight in Newark, 95 Broadway. 7 to 11, 7 o'clock at night to 11 p.m. I got curated by Scent, the graffiti artist. He's just a legend in Newark.
Dope.
And I got some dope artists in there. I got Slim in there. And it's I got my man's Part One, another legend graffiti artist. He got his artwork in there as well.
It's gonna be a good joint.
It's gonna be a great show, man. It's gonna be, thank you, Slim, for the opportunity, man. He gave me the plug and he got me in there. Even though I have nothing ready, but I got it ready. You know what I'm saying?
7 days, man.
7 days.
Give them 7 days.
I framed it, man, and then
How many pieces you gonna have?
three. I got 3 pieces.
Three
I got
pieces?
1 piece. I got a dedication to DJ Mr. Magic.
Dope.
I got a dedication to Video Music Box. And I got a dedication to graffiti legend Ramsey.
Yeah.
So,
Peace. That's
so
He gave us a little history lesson on him yesterday. We
yeah,
appreciate
man,
that,
dope,
man.
dope artist. Some guy he submerged himself into his art, bro. And people, a lot of people don't realize, man, like it takes time, it takes effort to be an artist. You know what I'm saying? To be a full-time artist, it's crazy, bro. Like it's crazy. You really gotta keep moving. I spoke to one of my teachers, one of my old professors yesterday. I spoke to him. His name is Mr. Goza. He's from Newark. He told me that he went to some of the galleries and he meets the curator, he meets the owners, and he goes to them, "Yo, what are you looking for in an artist?" The owner says, and the curator says, "I'm looking for an artist that got 500 pieces." So he goes, "Damn, 500 pieces? This is what you mean, 500 pieces?" He says, "Artists think they come to a gallery with 20 pieces or like 100 pieces. Like, yo, look at that. You gotta show me 500 pieces. Show me that you're hungry so I can put you in the show." Because what happens is, say I take 10 of your pieces, and I got my other peoples in the other gallery. I talk about you, so they want 10 of your pieces. And somebody else talks about you, they want 20 of your pieces. So
Then what?
Then what? So you're gonna lose your opportunity as an artist because you don't got enough,
material and shit.
You got materials, or you're not fully stocked with 500 pieces to give out. You know what I'm saying? You can't just show up there like, yo, I did a dope piece, one dope piece, and expect,
And
to
shit
get.
like it was Mona Lisa or something.
Yeah, man, like the same thing. Yeah, like people like that, they constantly painting, constantly doing it, and they constantly perfecting their craft. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's one thing. You can't stop being creative. You got to be creative on a daily basis.
That's a fact.
Yeah, man, like it's
And where can we find you at?
You can find me on Instagram, Viva Pancho Art. Also on Facebook. And
Same
yeah,
thing
man.
on Facebook, Viva Pancho.
Yeah, Viva Pancho.
Viva Pancho on their platforms.
I'm being disguised more on the gram and stuff, and yeah, you can always just I'm not hard to find, bro.
That's fine.
And then,
Tell us about the mask a little bit, like who designed the mask for you?
this is like a kabuki mask, bro. Like from the like I saw it on the internet,
Okay.
and I ordered it real quick, just to have a presence, in the art gallery world, And I might switch up masks, man.
That's
I'm trying.
Once you get more
I'm
involved.
I might switch masks out. I'm trying to see what's comfortable for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And especially now, you have to wear masks everywhere. So
Exactly. Hey, you never know who you might try. Somebody might holler at you like, "Yo, I do mask," and boom. Build rapport that way.
Yeah, man. I'm not trying to stick to one thing, man. I'm just trying to see what works.
Yeah.
For the meantime, I'll be wearing this tonight. My little outfit, and try to promote myself, man. I pray that everyone enjoys the show. That comes out and support. And always support, man, local artists, bro. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of us out there, bro. And then, we don't have we have the resources to like promote ourselves. But it's not about us. It's about whoever, whoever shows an interest in interviewing us. So so shout out to you guys, man, for reaching out to me
Yeah,
Definitely.
and giving me the opportunity, because I really appreciate it, bro. At the same, like, I know, just by you coming today over here, I know, like, it's the same vibe that I would do. I would go out of my way to try to meet with you, knowing that your schedule, everyone has a family, everybody has, so I appreciate you guys, waking up and coming out, seeing me and
We
stuff like that.
appreciate you
No,
for
thank
having
you,
us
man.
and
Thank you
always
for
opening
having us.
these doors for us. You feel me?
Absolutely, man. You
This
give
ain't our
us
first
more
rodeo
than,
over here,
you
so
give us
we
more
appreciate
than we can
none of
offer
the
you
love.
back in a way.
No doubt, man.
And we do appreciate you giving us your time today. This is a platform, like we said, we're trying to get on online. I think a lot of people in my age group. I'm 29, and I noticed that we missed the internet because we were trying to avoid it so much. So I saw like my younger siblings, they flourished on the internet, big followings, big networking game, and that made them successful as long as they were consistent. And now, as I said, we're seeing people break that shell now. And I appreciate you coming out of your hiatus to show the world what you're doing, man. So we're gonna try our best to make sure we have a platform for you and for everybody that you come across, because that's what we're here to do. Demon TV is diversity, is my everything. We're trying to be as diverse as possible and show what we're working at. This is our town, this is our hood, this is our neighborhood, and we got mad love for the people out here, man. Mad talent.
I didn't know that's what it stands for. DBT.
Yeah,
Yeah,
TV,
diversity is my everything.
Yeah.
It was an acronym me and NDOT came up with. He had a much more elaborate one, which was beautiful, and we try to condense it, and that's what we came up with. NDOT is the creator of it. He made this term because he always saying demon. You're gonna hear that. If you hear that anywhere on the East Coast, it's probably NDOT probably influenced you to say it. I'm not saying he the originator, but he definitely influenced you. Right. So we made sure that we included everybody, not just our Dominican brethren, everybody from all cultures. So
yeah, man.
diversity is my everything. You more than fit the profile. We thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you, man.
Appreciate your time. We'll be there tonight and
tonight we're going to Newark. Guys, we're headed to Newark. We're going to check out this gallery. We're definitely going to get some footage for you for a little ad going for this joint. This is probably going to be not aired by tonight, but we definitely gonna have something, a little promo for it for tonight.
Okay,
for
no doubt. And shout out always, man, Paterson, New Jersey. Shout out to my Dominicans, my Puerto Ricans, my Colombians out there, my Peruvian brothers out there, my Jamaican brothers out there, man. My Haitian brothers out there, my black beautiful people out there as well.
My bloodline.
And always strive, bro. Always strive. We gotta always strive to stay alive, man. So, I'm not a rapper, bro, but
Viva Pancho, man.
Sometimes my shit's right. My shit's rhyme. Sometimes
you gotta stay alive.
Yeah, man. You gotta
strive to stay alive.
Yeah, man. Everybody want to eat, man, but they want to look for the food. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, you know what I mean? So,
anything else you would like to add? Know what I mean?
Well, just keep an eye out for me, man. Keep an eye, and I'm gonna my plan on the last note. I'm planning a solo exhibit in September. I'm gonna have 100 canvases for sale.
100.
100 canvases for sale. The reason I'm doing 100 canvases, because if I could sell half of that, you know, if I could sell 50 canvases or say 20 canvases, and each canvas is worth, you know, 1,500 or 1,600, you know, do the math. You know what I'm saying? So imagine if I sell 80, you know what I'm saying? And it's all gonna be, you know, it's gonna be, you know, something that I'm pushing myself to be successful, and I'm pushing myself to not be that dude that wants to do everything, wants to buy a house, wants to, you know, be an example for my kids and family, you know, wants to, you know, travel, you know, wants to better themselves, you know. I want to put my money where my mouth is, you know what I'm saying? So I gave myself to September, you know what I mean, to do a solo show. Give myself to September, do 100 canvases, fully framed, you know, up for sale, and it's gonna be me. It's gonna be all my artwork. You know what I mean? It's gonna be my big debut to the world. So the more I say it, you know what I mean, the more
it's coming to existence.
the more I say it, the more I'm giving myself a pressure, a deadline to meet. Because you know, man, anything's possible, man. You know what I mean? I tell it to everybody, anything's possible. You gotta put in the work. You gotta, you know, get that, you know, put in the work, but at the same time, package yourself correctly. You know, it's not all about, you know, like you said, you're a hip hop artist. You know, it's not all about. It's about music, obviously. You know what I mean? But it's all how you present yourself, how you package your merchandise. You know what I'm saying? I think it was I forgot who it was. I think it was Mano. I think he used to have T-shirts on his albums. The High Hater, you know what I'm saying? When you buy the album, it came with a T-shirt. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mano, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to the whole East Coast, man. And, you know, it's not, you know, and the West Coast, North, South, you know. You know, I might even do a show in Georgia coming up, just to have my artwork circulating around.
That's dope. Well, we're gonna be happy to follow you and make sure that everybody gets a little view on what you're doing, man. And
thank you, man.
Keep posting and updated with what you got going, man.
Thank you, man.
And we would definitely like to show up to that big debut, so we definitely gonna have to keep us in the loop.
So we'll be there for the top of the quarter. It's September.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man. I really appreciate you guys, man. I'm really humbled by you guys coming over here and showing love, man.
Definitely, we salute you, man.
Thank you,
doing
bro.
your thing.
I appreciate you, man. And you know, just as a side note, man, I'm 45 years old, bro. So I need to make things happen. If I didn't make it happen before, I definitely gotta make it happen now, man.
Yeah, and it shows you that we at the era that it doesn't matter what age, what background, we have the platforms and the resources to do our thing. You just gotta be persistent enough to do it.
6 billion people on this earth, so somebody's gonna get hip to what you're doing. You may as well wear your heart on your sleeve and put it out there for the world.
Yes, sir. Yes,
and
sir.
And we thank you for doing that. You're inspiring us, and this is what keeps us going here. Dima TV, you already know.
Viva Pancho.
Diversity is my everything. Holla at your boy. Yo,
we need to drop, man.
We need to drop. We're gonna have to do a quick drop.
All right, no doubt.
Hey, this is Viva Pancho live from Demon.
Okay.
Demon TV.
Yeah, this is Viva Pancho, live from Demon. Demon-O.
Demon!
Shout out to the fans. All day blessings. Jersey. Stand up.
Woo. Cheers.
Yeah, I need to get it going.
Yeah, let's get a page to me.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
Did we get this light good?
Yeah, this light fucking, that light is the worst light ever.
I'm pretty sure I got Dave Chappelle lips right now.
Well, crack, don't you?
Yeah, this shit is the worst light ever. I don't know why it always dies. And that was the most